Well, well, right now I am in Brisbane, California, and let me change that. People are gonna figure it out anyway. The traffic coming by really gets to me. I can't. There's a lot of traffic for this late at night. Anyway, let me see if I can start over. I'm feeling like I'm being stopped from trying to record. At least I'm stopping myself. Alright, let's just do this. Okay, so here's the thing about homelessness in the city of San Francisco, and I think everyone needs to understand that this is how it really is right now. This is the problem, and I don't think that the media's covering this enough. I don't think that they don't understand what's really happening. So let me just break it down for you. Okay, so I'm a homeless person, but I'm an activist. I'm an entertainer, but I'm homeless because I don't have a place. I can't afford it. I don't have enough cash. I've had COVID-19 back in February and I got sick, and now I'm still, outside. And here's why 10,000 plus people besides myself are outside. Okay, so here's the thing. You call 311. It's supposed to be the system that gives you a shelter bed. They tell you there are no shelter beds. You ask them, is there anything else? They say, well, you start asking them about the tent programs that are out in the city and stuff where people are sleeping in tents, and they don't know anything about that, so they can't tell anything. And if you ask people on the street, they don't know anything either. They don't know how to get into these programs. They don't know how to get the hotels. Well, I just saw a shooting star out here. But so yeah, they don't have a way to know. There's not enough people telling the homeless how to get help. And actually, there's a loophole going on though. If there's a loop, something's really wrong. It's just that, okay, so you call 311, you ask for help, you go to the board of supervisors, you go to the mayor's office, and they go even try to call the governor's office and senators and representatives and all that stuff. It doesn't seem to matter. The homeless are not being taken care of in the city, and there are very few sanctioned tent sites, and the board of supervisors and the mayor's office have been fighting over and over and over and over and over and over again, while the rest of us suffer because we can't get SROs, because the SROs have shut down all the programs and services and stuff that normally would be running because of COVID-19. They're not there. There are no places for the homeless to go because there's no places to dine. There's no places to hardly shower. There's no places to do that stuff that you would normally do. There's no gym memberships. I had a gym membership at the Y. I was trying to make it. By the way, there are of those of us who are actually working and volunteering, there's a whole plethora of reasons why people are homeless. And now the biggest part is everyone's stuck. You can't get into a shelter. There are no shelter beds. Can I wake up, America? Can I get a wake up? Can I get an amen from America tonight? There are no shelter beds for people in the city and county of San Francisco. They won't take you in unless you have been tested positive for COVID-19 or a serious high risk and something really serious. And that's where all the hotel rooms are going to. It doesn't matter if you're medium risk or a little bit of risk, you have to be infected already to get a place. The rest of us don't have options except to live outside in tents. And there are literally thousands and thousands, and this is not a joke, thousands of tents all across the city of San Francisco, my hometown. And my heart is breaking because I am frustrated with the mayor's office. I am frustrated with the board of supervisors. I just want to go and, oh God, just have a big, enormous protest over homelessness, and no one's listening because everyone's stuck on the street. And those who actually have a little bit of income from SSI, or working part-time, or whatever the case may be, they have a disability, they're still having a hard time getting a place. Yeah, the rent is going down, but that's for places that have super high deposits and all that kind of stuff, where people are already working But there are not a lot of people who are working right now. COVID-19 has taken away a lot of jobs. More jobs than I can even. It's just insanity. The joy has been zapped out of the city. Everything, even where you go, is just. And then being on homeless on top of that. And like I say, you can't keep clean. You gotta go to the laundromat. You gotta go under the places and hidden areas in the city just to find places to get water. There are hand washing stations. There is the ferry building. There's a few places to go, but there's still not enough bathrooms, by the way. That's another problem during a pandemic. People are peeing and pooping on the street more now than they ever have in the city of by the bay. And I am appalled. I am heartbroken. I am shooken up. I am destroyed inside because San Francisco won't be the thing that it's supposed to be, which is unity, which is actually taking care of all the people. How does the government and the people together collectively, how do you expect that city to heal from the COVID-19 pandemic when that COVID-19 is on the street and people who are homeless don't have enough masks? People who are homeless don't have a safe sanctuary and a clean place to go because you've frozen the system out because of COVID-19. This is going deeper and harder and more difficult than anyone actually realizes and cares to mention. But those of us who are outside, we know what's going on, and we don't like it. It's like, go get a job. Well, yes, we're working, but then there's still not enough places. And then when you're I personally was already in a situation where I have bad credit, where I've tried to rebuild my life and I'm working and volunteering and dressing up as Supergirl and helping people in the city. And now I need help. I need a home. I want the 10,000 plus people that are outside to have a home. And I want to speak up for them because no one's speaking up for them. It's almost like you want the people to die of COVID-19. If you want to beat this pandemic so that by the time that the end of 2021 is coming around, maybe, just maybe, we won't have to wear masks anymore, and we can just be still safe and clean and try to do a lot of the things we're doing now. But finally, that's not going to happen if you don't get the homeless off the street. That is compounding everything. That's where all the that's where a lot of COVID-19 cases are coming from, because there's so many people congregated and so many people exposed. This is a time for everyone. This is a time for San Francisco to step up. I mean, what's the point of watching Star Trek all of these years and talking about how much progressive values you have when you won't even take a hard look and realize that you're missing the one thing out of all the things in the city of San Francisco since I've lived there for 5 years. And before even that, when I was here in 97 for a couple of months, the one thing has always been homelessness. The thing that Robin Williams fought for, the thing that people have been telling you about, tried to reach out to the senators and then the House of Representatives. You don't care. Well, you do care for a while, and then you feel like you give up and you don't know how to fix the problem. Well, there's a lot of things going on to fix the problem, and the biggest part of it has always been, even before the pandemic, was money and making things too expensive to live here peacefully. It's not. California is really not supposed to be expensive. This is supposed to be a mecca for people who think and feel and act differently. And if you're going to make it impossible for people to live here that believe in Star Trek, that believe in unity, actual making it happen right here now on this planet, for God's sakes, man, what the hell is wrong with some of you people in the city? You're not thinking clearly. You're not feeling what's right. You live in all this stuff. You can't ignore it anymore. You're ignoring people's pain. The COVID-19 will not go away. That's the bottom line, and you know it. So that's my plea, is for you guys to take care of the people. I need help so that I can help other people. But that would be wonderful, because right now I'm sleeping in a tent in Brisbane, California, because It's outside of the city. It's warmer, and I was getting frustrated with San Francisco. And I still am frustrated with San Francisco. But I love San Francisco. I love the Bay Area. I love California. But I love what I was taught that this place is supposed to be. And it is, but it isn't. So right now, today, help the homeless. Help the people. Get them off the street. Make this right. If you don't, you lose. Everyone loses. Everyone. The pandemic will never go away. And America will be probably the most desolate place in the world. All because we couldn't take the responsibility to help those who need help and keep them safe. So, this has been Sean Sunshine Strickland, the Strickulator, transgender two spirits, spiritual being on this planet Earth, who believes in God and love and understands things the way that other people don't care to admit that it's really going on. Science, faith, everything just connected. It doesn't... Again, right now, today, San Francisco has to do the right thing. People are crying out and they're in pain. Help them. Make it right. Get that groove back, man. I can help you get it back, but you've got to help me too. You got to help me. I need help. The Strickulator, Supergirl of San Francisco. I need help. Love, respect, and understanding.